Hello, everybody. My name's Ben Robbins from the Lost World of Movie Props. I'm here with Cathy Munroe. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
So, how's your
Yes.
day been so far?
Busy,
Busy.
very busy, yes. Haven't stopped really. I've just had some nice lunch and then it's quietening down, so
Yeah.
I'm able to come and talk to you,
Yeah,
which is
awesome.
nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks so much for coming to talk to me. I really
No,
appreciate
no,
it.
that's fine,
So,
fine.
how have you found it meeting the fans again today?
Well, the last convention I did was in Rhode Island in America, and that
Yeah.
was 2 years ago exactly.
Yeah.
So it feels as though I've been in a dream and I've woken up, and it's just a really strange feeling, and it's a lovely feeling.
Yeah.
I met some lovely people and hearing their stories and what they're interested in, and
Yeah.
and telling my story to them. So it's
Yeah.
been brilliant, really great.
So, how's the interaction been with the fans? You've been quite happy to meet fans, even though it's COVID times and all
Well,
that?
yes. I mean, I have to watch myself. Obviously, like I'd be very comfortable before COVID with people having selfies with me and all
Yeah.
that. That wouldn't have been a problem at all. But now I'm just a little bit more careful.
Yeah.
And obviously I use my own pens, but if I use theirs, then I'd have to use the gel,
Yeah, of course.
and then I feel quite
Yeah.
comfortable with that. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So I want to look at a couple of the films that you're in today. I mean,
Yes,
you're in The Shining,
I
and that's
was.
such a classic.
I know. I
So
think it was one of the fifth best horror films of all time. I
yeah,
think it came up as number five. Yes, I worked on it. I was quite lucky actually because I was asked to just do like a couple of days on it,
yeah,
and then I got promoted when I got there, and I was asked to be one of the hotel guests leaving, and they gave me a line. So I actually at the beginning of the film, it's the scene where. They're walking down towards Jack Nicholson,
yeah,
and I'm just leaving with another lady, and I just say, oh, goodbye, Mr. Allman, and then I
yeah.
go. That's my line. It's just a real, but that actually took over 2 weeks to film.
Oh no way.
So I said that, like, and I just couldn't believe it. I just was just so lucky, when
Yeah,
you're just the right, in the right place at the right time, so
yeah.
to speak. So yeah, that was an amazing film.
So you did
Yeah.
you get to go to the actual hotel and everything?
No, that was all filmed at Elstree
Yeah,
Studios, where I filmed Empire Strikes Back.
yeah.
Same studio.
Oh,
And
wicked.
it was amazing. I mean, the set, it was just like being in a Colorado hotel. It was
Yeah,
incredible.
mm,
But the only thing is, it was incredibly hot
mm,
because of the lights. There was just, I remember, because I had quite a heavy jacket on and
yeah,
everything, and I remember really being hot. But I kept thinking, I've just got to do it because it was good money, and I was only a student. I was still at
yeah,
stage school, so and of course Kubrick is one of my favourite directors.
yeah.
And because I went, my husband now, but we were going out at the time. He took me to see 2001: Space Odyssey,
Oh, nice.
and then of course when you meet the real McCoy, it was quite
Yeah,
something. But he was a very, very serious
yeah,
director, and everything had to be perfect.
mm,
So he would think nothing of doing take after take after take. That would
yeah,
be an absolute normal. You could be, like I say, 2 weeks just doing that one scene, that corridor scene.
yeah,
So it was just, and then we were supposed to do on the back lot. They'd built a maze, this
yeah,
fantastic maze. It was like I don't know how they did it,
yeah.
and there was something happened. He went, no, we'll film it. We'll go to. I think they filmed it in Colorado in the
Oh,
end,
wicked.
and but they just dismissed it as though it was nothing. And all the people that had worked on it, you're thinking, really,
Yeah,
but they had the money, and he was a perfectionist, and that's what he wanted.
of
So,
course. Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
especially when you're at that level, you can do what you want a little bit,
of
can't you?
course, yeah,
So
yeah.
obviously, we're here today on a Star Wars day,
We
and
are,
you were in
yes.
Star
I
Wars. So
was.
tell us your character and your role.
Yes, well, I played Zuckus, one of the bounty hunters.
Nice.
And yeah, that was quite an amazing thing because I was quite young
Yeah.
and just went along to Elstree, and they kept saying to me, are you claustrophobic? Well, I didn't know what that meant at the time, but I soon knew
Yeah.
when they brought the helmet out. So I basically put the main costume on, and then I had to go back another time, and then they did the helmet.
Yeah.
We actually locked onto my head,
Oh,
so it
blimey.
was very uncomfortable and a bit scary, really, because
Yeah.
your vision was, I could only see ahead, I couldn't see to the side, and I was very restricted. And then I had two canisters on the front. You can see
Yeah.
them on some of the pictures. And then I had a tube, and I had to blow into the tube, and they'd all be like coloured bubbles.
Oh, wow,
So
nice.
not only was I in that horrific costume. They were saying, oh, you know, blow into the tube, we want the bubbles, and so I had to do all that as well. But I mean, it was well worth it.
Yeah.
And then I did that, and then they said, oh, would you like to do another little bit we've got? I said, oh, yeah, okay. And it was a snaggle-tooth bee spin,
Yeah.
and did that Cloud City, you know. I think a lot of it went on the cutting floor, but
Yeah.
I've got some great pictures
Oh, nice.
of me with the mask off, which some say I look better with it on, but there you go. But yes, so that was that journey. So it was brilliant, really.
So,
Yeah.
did you ever imagine, I mean, especially in 2021, Star Wars would still be in your life and it'd still be so popular?
No. I mean, I didn't really know about conventions until about 2007.
Oh, okay.
And I was working at the BBC, and I was just talking to this guy and said, what have you done? So I was reeling off all nothing to do with Star Wars. I just didn't think about it. And I happened to mention it, and he said, oh, what did you do? And I told him. He said, don't you realise you could do conventions? I said, no, I'm only in it for, they're not going to be interested in me. He said, they will be.
Yeah.
I thought he was mad, I really did. But then we started doing research, and we thought, actually, and then I met up with Chris Parsons and Alan, you know, Alan Harris and Jeremy, and of course the rest is history. We just got on the convention trail, which has been brilliant, you know.
That's
meeting
wonderful.
people, and you know, it's been a wonderful journey, really, you know.
So, out of all the scenes and all the films and shows you've done, is there one scene that you filmed that really stood out for you that you're really proud of that you did?
Oh, that's quite hard. Now, I'd love to say Empire, but because I shared it with everybody, it isn't really. Oh dear, you've put me on the spot there.
That's okay.
I'd have to think about that one. I did a television program called BBC Loves and Lives of the She-Devil, and I was supposed to be a Portuguese maid. I don't know if you've seen it.
Yeah, I've heard it.
Yeah. Tom Baker was in it, but we were out in a lighthouse, which is still there. It's a B&B now in a Beachy Head, and I was there, for like 3 or 4 weeks. Patricia Hodge was in it. I can't think of all their names now, but anyway, that was quite fun. I was, you know, it was just a bit light-hearted, and it was quite. I can't remember, but actually, distinctive. I can't really pinpoint.
Oh, no,
anything that really stands out, to be honest with you. I'd love to say Empire, but I wouldn't be telling the truth.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for talking today. Well, it's just a quick little talk. I don't want to keep you away from all the fans, because we've still got more turning up. But thank you so much for talking to me, and I really appreciate it.
Good luck with everything.
Cool. Cheers. Thank you very much.
Bye now.